Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second half of the course already, which is pretty surprising to me. This has been a really fast-moving term, and I just wanted to thank you again for your engagement. I know if you're teaching in the spring term, things can be a little crazy, and even if you're not, I'm sure there are other things in your life than this course. So I just wanted to say how really thrilled I've been to see not only the number of comments, but the depth of those comments. Thank you very much for that. One of the things that came up recently in doing the PowerPoints and providing the feedback was the notion of counterarguments and limitations of the literature. So I just wanted to mention that as you're moving forward to your annotations assignment, because that question also arises for that is how do I find a piece of literature that provides a counterargument? And if you go to the Sottle Annotations website and have a look at the tab that gives the annotation process, you'll see there are some recommendations there for finding an article within Google Scholar that does that. But I wanted to just say why we bother doing that at all. And I think it's important to see that as graduate scholars, we have to show that we can think about things from more than one perspective. When you're new to this, and I certainly recall being an MEd student and being somewhat new to the idea of, oh yeah, there's all this great stuff written in the theory that completely agrees with everything I'm saying, and that feels wonderful, and I've written my paper and it's all good. And then I'd get the comment of, yeah, what about other perspectives? And, it's not that we're ever going to reduce the bias to zero in anything we write, but the notion is to try and get those other perspectives into the paper itself. The example that I gave in class sometimes, so some of you will have heard this, if my daughter comes to me and says, can I borrow the keys to the car? I might say yes, I might say no. I'll probably say no if it's last minute. But if she says, now, Mom, can I borrow the keys to the car? I know last time I left it in a bit of a mess, so I absolutely promise that I'll vacuum it out afterwards, and I will top it up with gas, and I'll be home by 11 o'clock, and I'm really just using it to run local errands. She's already anticipated all the challenges I might throw at her. So she greatly increases the likelihood that I'm going to say yes to her request. You want to be in that frame of mind when you're writing a paper or a PowerPoint show or whatever it is that you're doing, that you've thought about the other perspectives and you've thought about things that the reader of your work might throw up as a challenge to that work. That they might say, yeah, but what about? You've already anticipated that and said, I'm arguing da da da, and well, Smith says this other thing. I still maintain what I'm arguing because, and you've already taken us through that you can see there are other perspectives, but that they still don't dilute your central argument. So I'm hoping this is a little bit helpful. I know it's not black and white kind of concrete about what you do, but I'm trying to suggest that the more you can think about the alternative perspectives that might already be in the literature, the better for your argument. It'll strengthen your argument. The more you can find perspectives that are different from the mainstream ones that you're excited about finding, the more you can show that you're reducing the bias in your own work. So I hope some of that is helpful. And again, go and have a look at the annotation process tab for how you might use Google Scholar to help you find those counter arguments. Really looking forward to the draft annotations and to your feedback, which has been really great in every direction. Thanks so much.